You guys got this. Where are we at? Oh, perfect. All right, I think we can get started. It's bar time. Hello, folk. Welcome to bar. Yeah, got a great class for you planned for today. And let's get moving, because that's the point. So we're going to start on our feet and warm up a little bit. So we're going to be in a nice wide position. And for this first part, your toes can point forward. So we're just going to take a big breath, reach those arms up, and exhale, roll everything down. Bend your knees as much as you need to reach the floor. Drop your head. And just shift side to side. Bend both those knees a little bit and roll on up. And again, reach. There's the sun. And roll on down. Bend your knees. Once you get down, then you can work on straightening those knees a little bit, if you have access to that. Shift side to side. Bend those knees and roll up. And reach it up. And roll on down. Just warming up the spine, warming up the hips, warming up those legs. And roll on up. Keep your legs bent just a little bit, and let's roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. I need my sunglasses because the sun decided to come out. And forward. Try not to just go through the motions, right? Really squeeze your shoulder blades in their full circle. And then that head drops, ear to shoulder, center, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder, back and forth, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder, looking side to side, side, center, side, center, side, center, side, center, side to side, to side, to side, to side. Up and down. We go up, center, down, center, up, woo, center, down, center. There was a bug. Up, center, down, center, up, and down, up, and down, up, and down. Make a big circle, really big. Careful when you go to the back. Just try to lift that chin to the sky. Don't need to crunch that neck. Away. And then other side. The fly would not leave my feet alone. And up and back, just rolling out those necks. Lovely. So now you're going to turn your feet out. So you don't want to be like super wide, even if you have longer legs. Trust me, they ain't that long. I mean, they might be. I don't. But even if they are long, they're not like way out there, right? You still want to be able to sit into your heels. They're only slightly wider than shoulder width apart. So here we're going to inhale, sit, and exhale, stretch. Inhale, sit, and exhale, stretch. Move those arms. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, sit, and exhale, stretch. 4 more. 4, and lift, and 3, and lift, 2, and 1. Now we're going to bring those arms center. We're going to move to the side. So I sit, and then I tilt and reach. Sit, tilt and reach. Sit, tilt and reach. Sit, tilt and reach. Now bring that elbow to your knee and reach. elbow to knee. Now we're sitting a little deeper by forcing that contact. And again, if you don't touch, that's a-okay. Other side, so we sit and reach. This is a little bit lighter. Remember, this is still just the warm-up. And reach, sit, elbow, knee. Sit deep and reach. Sit and reach. Sit, reach, sit and reach. Let's sit into that plie. Hands behind those ears. Tap elbow to knee and center. Tap and center. Tap. I like to call this the crab. I don't know if that's what it's actually called or if it's just standing plie abs or something like that, but I feel like a crab. And spending time with my 8 nieces and nephews, they're very much into animals. And 1, up, and center. Lovely. So, we're going to stay in this plie stance, but just bring those feet just a little bit more underneath those shoulders. Arms parallel to the floor. I'm going to sit, hold, 2, 3, and lift. Sit, hold, 2, 3, and lift. Sit and hold, 2, 3, and lift. Sit and hold, 2, 3, and lift. Sit and hold, 2, 3, lift. Hold, 2, 3, lift. Last 2, and lift. Last 1, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Turn those heels out. Bring those feet a little bit more narrow. And we reach back and lift. Sit back and lift. Sit back into those heels, only going down as far as you can maintain your heels and your knees. Knees travel right in that same lane as those toes. And lift. Last 2. Sit and lift. Last 1. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Last time, roll it down all the way to the mat. Bend those knees, roll it on up. And let's move on. Hopefully you're nice and warm. Lovely. So we're going to start at the back end of our mat this time. The wind is blowing, guys. I don't know if you can hear that, but it feels great. I could do this. Okay, so we're going to reach your arms forward. Now what this does, don't just like hang them out here, right? Because that still kind of leaves me back in this kind of position. What I want to do with this reach is actually protract my shoulders like I'm giving somebody a hug. Remember when we talked about that? Your plank is a hug. Anyone figure that out yet? No? Okay. Well, that's all right. A plank is not a hug, Kim. I know. Anyway, so your ribs are pulling in as you're actually reaching for something. Don't bring that shoulder up. Keep that shoulder down, but you're reaching for something. So both arms out. We're going to go into that forward lunge. So I step forward into my heel and come back. Forward into my heel and come back. It's really your whole foot, but it is helpful to think about sitting back, especially as we're moving forward. The tendency is going to want to be to like push our hips forward and push into our knee. We don't want to do that. So this next one, we're going to add a rotation. So we go forward, I open, close, back up. I'm twisting towards that front leg. Back together. Down, open, back, together. Last one like this. Down, open, back, together. Now, we're going to add on. Try to find a balance. So all the first part is the same. Down, open, center, balance. Down, open, center, balance. It's okay to put that foot down. Down, I say to myself, open, center, balance. Got it. Last one. Down, open, center, balance. Now, come down. You can put your hands on your hips to give those shoulders a break. This back leg is going to rotate into our plie and then rotate back. Rotate into our plie. Try to stay low. Rotate back. Rotate into that plie and back. Last time. Plie and back. Come to 2 feet. That was round 1. Okay. From the top. Same side. We haven't switched sides yet. So we go forward and back. It's all about the hips moving together. Forward. And you can always stay at this level, guys. You don't have to keep adding any of the things that we do. So now we go forward, rotate, center, together. Forward, rotate, center, together. 2 more like this. Center, together. Forward, rotate, center. Try adding that balance. Here we go. Forward, rotate, center, balance. Forward, rotate, center, balance. Yeah, we got it. That's good. Center. Hey-oh. Last one. Forward, rotate. It's called a challenge for a reason, guys. Balance. Now, come forward. This back leg rotates and center. Plie, lunge. 2 and 1. Center. Woo. One more round, guys. One more round. You haven't switched feet yet, just so we're clear. Here we go from the top. Forward, together. It's about those hips moving forward and back. It's about the hip to the rib. When you come back, they've got to come together even more. Forward, rotate, center, together. Forward, rotate, center, together. Forward, rotate, center. Last one, like that. Center, together. Add the balance. You guys got it. Here we go. Forward, rotate, center, balance. Forward, rotate, center, Leo, balance. Forward, trust yourself. Center, balance. Forward, rotate, center, balance. Come forward, rotate to plie, rotate to lunge, rotate to plie, rotate to lunge. 2 and 1, down, together. Oh, goodness, guys. Oh, that's right. We got another leg. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to turn around because that way I face you more. Here we go. Reach those arms. Check in with those ribs. Forward and together. Forward and together. Forward, together. There's 4 of everything, in case you were wondering. Forward, rotate, forward, together. Forward, rotate, forward, together. Forward, rotate, forward, together. Forward, rotate, forward. Try to find that balance. Forward, rotate, forward, balance, forward, rotate, forward, balance, forward, rotate, forward, balance. Last one. Forward, rotate, forward, balance. Find that forward lunge. Now this back foot rotates to plie, rotates back to lunge. Plie, lunge. 2 more. 2. Whoa. And last one. Lunge, back. Round 2. Here we go. Sit forward and center. Check in with your hips. Add that rotation. Forward, rotate. You might find, as I say this just about every class, that one side is easier than the other. Totally fine, totally normal. You just work with what you got. If I was individually training you, I might even do a few more reps on the side that's not so comfortable. Add that balance. Forward, rotate, forward, together, or lift. Forward, rotate, I know what I'm doing. Forward, lift. Forward, rotate, forward, lift, forward, rotate, forward, lift. Come forward, open that leg plie, rotate, lunge. Open that leg plie, rotate, lunge. 2 more, rotate, lunge. And last one, plie and lunge. Back to 2 feet. Wipe the sweat out of your eye. 1 more time. Here we go. We go forward and together. Forward. Hi, Jace. Forward and together. Last time, forward and together. Add that rotation. Forward, rotate, forward, together. Forward, rotate, forward, together. Forward, rotate, forward, together. 1 more. Forward, rotate, forward. Just right there, bud. Together. Add that balance. Forward, rotate, forward, balance, forward, rotate, forward, balance, forward, rotate, forward, balance. Last time, forward, rotate, forward, balance. Come forward. Here we go. Rotate, plie, rotate, lunge. Rotate, plie, and rotate, lunge. Two more. Rotate, plie, and rotate, lunge. Last time, plie, and lunge. Come to 2 feet. Take a break. Jace, I don't think you're supposed to be playing with that. Put it down, bud. Thank you. Speaking of nieces and nephews, always into things they shouldn't be. All right. So, come down to your mat. Okay. That was a lot on the legs, though, yeah? Well, yeah, bud. But no. Go inside. Jace.
Is she serious?
No, they can't, and they're not supposed to. Jace, you need to go inside now. Thank you. I love you. All right. So, hands behind your head. Feet flat. Inhale. Tighten that seatbelt first. Inhale here and exhale, lift. Inhale down and exhale, lift. Inhale down and exhale, lift. Inhale down and exhale, lift. He's going to be 7 in like not even a month. He's a great little ham. Inhale down and exhale, hold. He's seriously the cutest little thing. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But whereas my other sister doesn't mind her kids on social media, Courtney does not want them on until they're ready to make that decision, which I totally respect, but that means he cannot come on my screen, which he doesn't get, obviously. He wants to be on with you guys. But such is life. All right, so you're going to bring one knee up and as straight as you can get that leg. Don't worry if you're perfectly straight or not. That's not the point. But if you're relaxed like this, try to get it to 90 degrees and stay there. If you're here and you've been here for a while, try to get it a little straighter, a little straighter, a little straighter, as much as you can. So I'm going to inhale, lower that leg, and exhale, lift everything. Inhale, lower the leg, and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Let's go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now keep your upper body up, lower that leg, and pulse your upper body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plant that foot, lower your head, and stretch the other leg up. Wherever you got is totally fine. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. 5, 4, or 3, 6, 7. I can count. 8. Keep your upper body up, lower that leg, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bring that foot in. Now, you can stay where we just were with 1 foot planted, 1 foot extended. If you're looking for a little extra challenge, bring that other knee up into tabletop. So one leg is as straight as you can get it. The other leg is comfortably at tabletop. I say comfortable, being a relative term here. So everything else is the same. I inhale, lower that leg, and exhale, lift everything. Inhale, lower, this leg doesn't move. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that leg. Pulse that upper body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Second side. Whatever you tried on the first side, try on the second side. So one leg up, ooh, a hawk. And the other leg in tabletop. Inhale, lower the leg, and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that leg, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, lovely. Both legs out long. Arms up to the sky. Inhale here. And exhale, roll up. Just it. All right, flip it over. Now, this time, we're going to go on our elbows, just for a little change of pace. Now, in this position, you can have your hands together or apart. That part doesn't matter, but just watch if your elbows are so wide. You want them just like your plank right underneath your shoulders. Knees right underneath those hips. Flex 1 foot, and we're going to kick it. Now, in this position, I first want you to set those shoulders. So you can sink first, just to feel what that feels like, and then push the floor away. Pull those ribs in and kind of tuck your pelvis. Not all the way rounded, but as if you were pressing your low back into the mat. Or just think about tightening your seatbelt. Flex 1 foot, keep everything else the same, squeeze it up, and bring it down. 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold it up, 8. Now, turn that leg out. So your ankle is going to cross your bottom ankle. Cross, lift, cross, lift, cross, lift, cross, lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it in. Straighten that leg. Point those toes. Make sure your hips are square to the mat. Tap the floor, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring that knee down. Set up for round 2. We haven't switched legs. And if this position is uncomfortable, you can come to your hands. Always an option. I just thought I'd give us a little difference of opinion today. All right, round 2, same leg that you just did. We haven't switched sides yet. Here we go. Flexed and bent knee is our first one. 3, 4. Remember that low back doesn't change. 6, 7, and 8. Now turn that leg out, but keep your hips level. I didn't open my hip. My hips are still level. My leg is just turned out. Cross the ankle, lift it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it parallel. Extend that leg, point that toe. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Whew. I need a little extra cushion for my knee. Some days I have bony knees, and other days I don't. It's so weird. All right. Last round on that same leg. Here we go. Lift it up and down and 2. Now the reason I like to do all 3 rounds on one leg, 2, 1, turn that leg out, here we go, is I think it helps with getting at that overload when you're doing body weight movements, especially if you've been doing them for a while. A lot of you guys have been coming to my class now for weeks, so we've got to challenge your body and pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it in, extend and point, tap and lift, and lift, and lift. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it in. Take a break. So you're stronger than you think is my point. And especially because we can't, add 5 pounds or something like that, I add things like tempo, pulses, or like this, where we do all sets back to back to back on one side. So we really get at that overload before we go to the other side. You don't really get a lot of a break, right? So now you got 3 rounds on the other side. Set yourself up. If you felt yourself sinking, give yourself a second to sink into those shoulders and then push the floor away. And here we go. Flex that other foot now and lift it up. Lift and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now turn that leg out. Cross the ankles, lift. 2, remember that low back doesn't change. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it in, extend and point, tap and lift, tap and lift, tap and lift, tap and lift. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it in. Round 2. Here we go. Flex that foot. Lift it up and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn it out. Down and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn it in. Extend and point. Tap and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it down. Woo. All right, guys. One more round. Here we go. Flex that foot. Lift it up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Turn it out. Down and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten and point. Tap and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Woo! Okay. Straighten out your mat. Open those knees up to the edge of your mat, big toes together. Sit back onto those heels as much as you can. And child's pose. Just to note, I actually used to get asked this a lot in classes. If you have certain kinds of knee issues that make this position super hard, you can roll up like a little towel like this and stick it in the crease of your knee, and that just gives a little extra support for that knee joint if you need it. Just you know, in case you need it. Roll up to your hands and knees. Hands right underneath those shoulders, knees underneath those hips. Let your belly drop. Lift that chest and tail to the sky. Inhale and exhale, round over into your cat. On your own breath, inhale into that cow and exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. One more. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. Tuck those toes under. Push into those heels. Shoot your hips for the sky. Downward facing dog. Walk those heels out. Bring those knees back down. Shoot one foot to the outside of that hand. Sit into your hips. Keep that front foot where it is and just push those hips back. Stretch your hamstring. I like to keep this front leg bent a little bit and stay lifted, but if you have that range and want to sit a little deeper and straighten out that leg a little bit more, you can do that too. Choices, guys. We got options. Coming back up. Switch sides. And again, shift those hips back. You can stay up here, a slight bend. As long as you're getting a stretch in that hamstring, it really doesn't matter. And coming up, one last thing, which is a little stretch and a little work, because you're not done yet. Find that plank here. Now, no matter where you're at in your push-up game, you can drop your knees, but I'm going to encourage you, because we're going to do some negatives. So try to stay on your feet, just for this first one. And slash, I'm not going to know if you really do that, so claim it. Try to stay on your feet. We're going to count slow from 4 to reach the floor, okay? Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, tuck your pelvis, get your core involved. Point those elbows for the ceiling. You can keep your knees down if you want, and then push back up. Try that again. If you can, on your feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. You can put your knees down, tuck your pelvis, big inhale, exhale, lift. 2 more times. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here, exhale, lift. Last time, make it the best. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I did that. Sorry. Hands right underneath those shoulders. Tuck that pelvis. Inhale here. Exhale up into cobra. Or up dog. Whatever. Tuck that chin. Round through your spine. One last child's pose. Round up through your spine to come center. And you did it. Great job, everybody. And I will hopefully see you next time. Whew.